Are you ready for some football? I know we sure are. Hello and welcome back to Bakes by Vasco. I'm Michelle with 1L, and I'm glad you're here. If you're watching, today is the big Green Bay versus Bears going into playoffs, and we're going to make some 7-layer bars to enjoy with the game. Are you with me? Let's get to it. Now, the inspiration for today's bake is a cookbook box set I found at a thrift store. You know my love of cookbooks from thrift stores. It is a Time Life series box set from the 90s, I think it was. I looked it up and I've forgotten. But it is completely full. Every card is in there. I've looked, and we just randomly were pulling them out to look at them, and 7-layer bars come up, and I thought, you know what? That'd be a great Super Bowl party, tailgate party, just because you want something sweet. And it's right after Christmas when you've got leftovers that need used. So our ingredients for today is going to be butter, graham cracker crumbs, semi-sweet chocolate chips, chopped walnuts, oats, a can of sweetened condensed milk, and shredded coconut. The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees and line a 9 by 13 baking dish with foil, leaving 1-inch overhang on all sides. That's what it says here, but it doesn't tell me why I need that. So I did it. Now let's get to it. And the first thing you're going to do is take your half a cup of butter, which is 1 whole stick, and cut it into 8 to 12 pieces and put it into your foil-lined pan. Then we're going to place that pan in the oven until the butter is melted for about 1 minute. While that butter is melting, we're going to crush up some graham crackers. All right, now we have 12 graham crackers here. We need about 1.5 cups of these crushed. So I'm going to toss them in a plastic bag and take my trusty rolling pin and just beat the leaven out of them. Spread them out a little bit. Seal that up. And then just... While you're watching me pick out my frustrations on these graham crackers, be sure you hit that like button, and also if you haven't already, give me a subscribe. I really appreciate helping me grow my channel. Okay, our butter is melted, but let me give you a little hint. I followed the recipe that said 1 minute. My butter was not melted yet, and it was really soft room temperature, so I just watched it, and it took about 3 minutes. If you want to cut that out, I would recommend microwaving your butter melted and pouring it in your pan. The next thing you're going to want to do is take that 1.5 cups of crushed graham crackers and sprinkle it along the bottom over your butter. Now that you've got your graham cracker crumbs on here, we're going to take our chocolate chips and sprinkle those on. Okay, we've got our chocolate chips, which we used 1 whole 12-ounce package of semi-sweet, covering our graham crackers. Next up, we are going to layer in our walnuts, which is 1 cup. These are chopped kind of chunky. You can chop yours finer if you'd like them, or even keep them whole. Next up is oatmeal, and you need 1.5 cups. And you're going to do the same thing you've been doing, and just sprinkle in another layer. Next up, we're going to drizzle a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk over all our layers. Drizzle, I mean that with the best intentions. Get a little stir up there. There we go. Now it'll come out. Cover as much as you can. That's what you got. And last last but not least, you're going to need 1 1/3 cups shredded coconut. Now, my husband asked me a valid question of whether I should spread out that sweetened condensed milk. I probably should, but I'm trying to follow the recipe card to a T and see what happens. Because I remember 7-layer bars as a kid. Now, this goes into your 375-degree preheated oven for 20 minutes until it's golden. All right, everybody, our 7-layer bars are out of the oven. They are a nice golden brown, the coconut on top. I let them go for the 20 minutes that the recipe calls for. And then I turned them around for an additional 5 because one side was still very pale. So 25 minutes total and turn them around is the way to go. Now we're going to let these cool on a wire rack. Then we're going to be able to cut them and get to the best part. While we're doing that, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. All right, everybody, this is now cool enough to handle. I'm going to take the foil and all out of the pan and let them continue to cool on the wire rack until we cut them, but I don't want them to stay in the hot pan any longer. And we'll just let those continue to cool and get to the best part. Well, everybody, that has been another successful bake here at Bakes by Vasco. I'm Michelle with 1L. Go Pack Go! We'll see you next time. As always, the best part of anything I do in my kitchen is the eating. It tastes like a memory. Never made these before, but I've eaten a lot of them. Let me know what you think in the comments if you try them.